What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before I jump into this video, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. You guys have been killing on likes and new subscribers, as well as just the views overall. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of you guys who've been watching, liking, sharing. But if I sound more monotone than usual, this is another late night video, lacking sleep. I think I'm coming down sick. I don't know what's going on, so my apologies, but I need to get this information out because it's pretty good information. I'm at least a fan of it. Hopefully you guys are as well. Also, before I run down some of these highlights, just want to give you guys a heads up for those who missed out. I recently uploaded an hour and 35-minute video of 2024 Air Jordan releases that take place between January and fall 2024. Now, it doesn't include the holiday 2024 stuff that I've been sharing over these last couple days, but it has a lot of other stuff. So if you're interested in checking that out, there is a link in the description below. If you can stop by, drop it a like, it would be greatly appreciated. Now, as for the highlights in this video, I have exclusive details about the upcoming Air Jordan 14 Black Toe. Yes, that will be returning in 2024. As well, we have the Air Jordan 9 Olive making a return. And from Nike, we just have one shoe. We're not going to go over a ton of shoes in this video, but next week I will be adding in more. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the news. Very soon, I'm going to start covering other Nikes, not just Kobe's. I know I've been going a little heavy on the Kobe's for the last several videos, but I've also cut back on the amount of shoes just because I want to focus on these Air Jordan leaks. Also, I've been recording them very late at night, and I'll be back to normal as far as uploads and things like that. I don't know, but I do like the consistency of these uploads when they're not as long and not as many shoes. I can do them more often, but I know a lot of people like the longer form videos, about 20 minutes, and they cover a lot more sneakers from Nike as well as other brands. But here we have, at least for the YouTube channel, a first look at the Nike Kobe 8 Protro Venice Beach. Now, this shoe I talked about before I took my leave from YouTube, that they were going to return. About a month or so ago, we received a first look, and just the other day, actually, I think yesterday, new photos did pop up, so I felt it was the perfect time to showcase those. And to be honest, they do look a lot like the original release, which took place back in 2013. So the shoes will feature a stadium gray, metallic silver, and tour yellow color combination. However, as you can see from these images, there's a lot more colors used. And just to go over the shoes, they feature a unique design across the upper, and that represents California summer nights, as well as LA street ball culture. And if you've ever been to Venice Beach, you guys know about the basketball courts. There's a scene in White Man Can't Jump that stars Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes where they were playing basketball out there. But yeah, that's what reminds me of Venice Beach, the movie. And then I visited there once, and it's really nice. But we also have Kobe's logo on the tongue, his signature on the heels, and then across the gray base, we have accents of yellow, blue, and red. The swoosh is outlined in yellow. Yellow also hits the laces with some red accents. And then finishing the look is a carbon fiber midfoot shank plate, as well as a mostly translucent rubber outsole. Now, at the time of recording this pair is scheduled to release on April 13th, and the retail price is $190. Also, this pair will debut in men's and grade school sizes. I don't have the retail price for grade school just yet, but as we get closer to the release, I'll have that information for you. So for me, I don't know if I'm going to pick up this pair. I like them, but I already have the originals. But like always, let me know your thoughts down below. As mentioned earlier, we got two exclusive leaks for this video, some breaking news. The first pair I'm going to talk about is the Air Jordan 9 Olive. So this will be the fourth time that the shoe drops in OG form. We saw them originally released back in 1993, and then we saw a retro take place in 2002. And then the last time they dropped was in 2012. I believe in 2012, Jordan Brand released a lot of Air Jordan 9s. This may have been overlooked by some. However, I know that I went to Foot Locker and grabbed them. I was always a fan of the shoe just because of the overall look. It reminded me of a boot, and you can easily wear during winter. So Like I mentioned, they are returning in 2024 during the holiday season, so it's a perfect time. And Jordan Brand also released a few different iterations of the Air Jordan 9 in the olive colorway. So we saw the Air Jordan 9 boot NRG in olive debut in 2017. That pair had a slightly beefier build, metal eyelets, and a rugged outsole. And instead of the traditional perforations, those were sealed off to make sure your feet stay dry. Now, a shoe that I'm sure a lot of people forget about is the Air Jordan Fusion 9 Premier in olive. That was a shoe that combined elements from the Air Jordan 9 and the Air Force 1 that came in an olive colorway, very similar to the OG. Not the build, but the color placement. That's around the era of Jordan Brand doing a lot of hybrid shoes, combining the Air Force 1 and different Air Jordans. Also, for those that don't know, Michael Jordan never wore this pair or the Air Jordan 9 on court. He did wear a cleated version when he was playing for the Barons. I believe he also wore a cleated version of the Air Jordan 10. I know they made PEs of that, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some photos of him wearing the Air Jordan 10. It might have been an early sample. But for the 2024 edition, I didn't hear anything about them being reimagined, so you won't expect the shoes to feature different materials. They should still come with the standard leather and suede. What I've noticed is that Jordan Brand likes to reimagine shoes that drop a lot, especially when they haven't released that long ago. And in 2024, it'll be 12 years since they last dropped, so no need to reimagine this shoe. Now, I do remember when they released in 2012, it seemed like a lot of people were excited about it. I don't really remember them sitting. I know I picked them up on release date. They could have sat, I just don't remember. So if you know, let me know down in the comment section below. But the shoes are expected to feature a black, light olive, and varsity red color combination. So this pair features black leather on the upper along with perforations. We also have olive suede on the mudguard that extends onto the ankle and heels, and then varsity red appears on the tongue branding, the globe on the heels, and the Jumpman on the midsole and outsole. Finishing the look is black on the liner, midsole, and the rubber outsole. Unfortunately, I don't have a specific release date. They are part of Jordan Brand's Holiday 2024 collection, which means a release will take place between October and December 2024, and no retail price. It's either going to be $200 or $210. I can't see them being any higher. And I'm not sure about sizing availability. Yes, they will be available in men's sizing, but I'm not sure about grade school, preschool, or toddler just yet. Those details as far as the retail price and the sizing, I should have that within the next 2 weeks. It might be a little bit longer, but as soon as I find out, I'll make sure to give you guys an update. And let me know your thoughts on this pair returning down in the comment section below. I promise you, I'm more excited about this release than I sound. I know I'm sounding a really monotone, more than usual. Again, it's just because of the lack of sleep. It's the holiday season, and I want to make sure I get these videos out to you guys, and I know I've been lacking, so I'm going to drop at least 2 more, this one and 1 more, before the new year. But as you can see on the screen, the Air Jordan 14 Black Toe will be returning in 2024. So when I first heard the news, I was ecstatic. As you guys know, the Jordan 14 is my favorite model by far. Outside of the 14, my second favorite shoe is the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue, so that's also why I'm very excited about that shoe. But one thing I did want to note, there was no mention about it being reimagined. Again, I don't think there's a need to reimagine the shoe. The last time they dropped was in 2014. So the original release took place in 1998, and in my archives on the website, I have it releasing on October 31st, 1998, which is Halloween. This led me down an odd rabbit hole, and let me explain. So in my 2024 Air Jordan release dates ultimate guide video, I talked about the Air Jordan 14 Flint Gray. That shoe is releasing in 2024, and when Nike showed off several official images from the spring 2024 line, which I did include in that video, they also wrote a description. So I'm going to read the description real quick, and it's for the Air Jordan 14 Flint Gray. Celebrating the silhouette's 25th anniversary, this Air Jordan 14 is inspired by the Air Jordan 8 cool gray colorway from 2017, which in turn drawn from the Air Jordan 11 cool gray from 2001. So it goes on a little bit more. They also mentioned that that shoe is going to be available in full family sizing, and I only saw information on it being in men's sizing, so I don't want to clash with Nike and say that they're wrong. They should know best. I know I stated that they're going to drop in men's sizing only in my video, but the more important part here, and it's underlined, I'm showing you, celebrating the silhouette's 25th anniversary. So automatically I was hyped. I talked about it in the video and kept it moving. But when I was writing this article for the Air Jordan 14 Black Toe and just looking things up, and I noticed that the last time that they dropped was in 2014. So I started doing math and things like that, and by no means I'm not a mathematician, but I do know basic math. And when you take 2024 and you minus it by 1998, that equals the number 26. So unfortunately, Nike, they missed the mark about the 25th anniversary. The 25th anniversary would be in 2023, which, in my opinion, they dropped the ball on it. Yeah, there were some solid releases, but they could have dropped a lot more. But either way, this is kind of venting, kind of ranting, and in the grand scheme of things, I'm just happy that the Black Toe Air Jordan 14 is returning. But I just wanted to point that out. So technically, we're not celebrating the 25th anniversary next year, although Nike/Jordan brand is stating we are. And I've also included an image which from their website, from Nike.com, it talks about the Air Jordan 14, and it says the original release was 1998. That's just my mini rant. Let me move on. So we first saw the shoes drop back in 1998, and then a retro release took place in 2006. Now, it wasn't like the OG pair. It actually had ribbing and perforations like the Candy Cane Air Jordan 14. And then, of course, the last time we saw the release was in 2014. So the shoes will come dressed in a white, black, varsity red, and metallic silver color combination. As most of you know, the shoes will feature white leather across the panels. We have black suede on the toe box. The midsole, including the teeth, are done in white. And then we have metallic silver in the midfoot and the Jumpman and 2-3 on the heels. Red fills in the Jumpman on the toe. Jordan across the tongue and accents the heels. Lastly, we have black and some metallic silver on the rubber outsole. Just like the Air Jordan 9 Olive, I don't have a specific release date. The shoes are part of Jordan Brand's Holiday 2024 collection, which means a release will take place between October and December of 2024. Also, no retail price. I'm going to assume that they're $210. Usually with the 14, they are $210, although the black and white pair, that was $200, which was a surprise. And as far as full family sizing, I'm unsure of that just yet, but like I mentioned early on, in about a week, maybe 2 weeks, I should have that information. Let me know your thoughts on the Air Jordan 14 Black Toe returning. I know there's a handful of people who are fans of the Air Jordan 14, one of their favorite models as well. And I told them that they're going to be happy to hear about the Air Jordan 14 that will be returning in 2024. So this is it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Also, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. As well, turn on the notification button so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Also, just a reminder, I did release an hour and 35-minute long video of all the 2024 Air Jordan releases between January and fall 2024. It does not include the holiday stuff that I've been covering this week, but it has pretty much everything else that we know so far. So there will be a link in the description below. Go check it out and drop a like. I have at least one more video before the new year. I think the next video, the information I drop, people are going to be happy and maybe a little bit upset. For those listening, it might make more sense when I drop it, which should be on Saturday. But for now, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, make sure to leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.